You're not lazy. You've just outgrown what's no longer aligned. And that's okay. That is okay. You are now about to enter the new level, new version of you. You may be feeling stuck at work, unmotivated, even frustrated at work. It's not that you failed, it's just that it's time for you to see this as a sign for you to level up. 7 signs I'm going to share with you. Today I'm going to share 7 signs that it's time for you to quit your job and start your business. Now, this isn't me telling you to quit your job. This is me giving you the signs that it may be time to quit your job. So don't say I told you. These are 7 signs that it may be time for you to quit your job, okay? And stay until the end because I have a great resource for you so that you can gain clarity and have a step-by-step guidance as to how to start your business and create offers that actually sell. Let's get into it. If we haven't met yet, my name is Noma, and I help people like you gain clarity on your business goals and help you take the leap from your job, the job that makes you feel trapped, stuck, frustrated, and unmotivated, to becoming confident entrepreneurs. This video is directly for you that is ready to call the shots, create your own schedule, and have no cap as to how much money you can make, okay? Yeah, we're gonna get into it because these signs will not only tell you that you've completely outgrown your job, but it'll show you how to start your business and what steps you need to take so that you're not stepping into chaos. Signs number 1 is a biggie. It is when you dread Mondays. This is big. If you are feeling anxious and overwhelmed about Monday and it's Sunday, that is the problem. That is your intuition telling you like something ain't right. Most likely it is your environment. Your work environment is driving you to the point of exhaustion. So at my previous job, I was there for about 11 years. I loved my job. I was really good at it. I was valued. I did the thing. I was the go-to person at my previous job. And I realized like Sunday nights were just like full of anxiety. My work uniform would be out. I had a really good job. I'm not gonna lie, like it was stable. I didn't have to worry about much, but I just knew that there was more to my life than what it was. But I just couldn't put a pin on it. It was my intuition speaking to me like, hey, look here, pay attention to this. So eventually I realized that it wasn't the workload, it was my environment, my work environment. So that meant that I had to match my energy with my purpose. That wasn't my purpose, and I knew it. Pay attention to the signs. If it keeps nudging you, if it won't go away, that is a very strong clue. Sign number 2, this right here, I can like scream at the top of my lungs about this one. You're constantly thinking about business, side hustles. This was the biggest blowhorn for me. I'm talking about like, if this wasn't a sign, I'd be lying. You are working your job, you get off work, you go straight to take care of your side business, or you go straight to creating an Etsy shop, creating digital planners, you're scrolling and researching. This is your sign that you are aligning yourself with your future business. This was my sign. This was one of the first signs. I couldn't even fathom how many businesses I've started when I was working a 9-to-5. I was a lash tech. I sold jewelry online. I had an Etsy shop. That's 3 in 5. Oh wait, another one. I started a faceless brand. 4. Okay. 4 of them I started while I was working my 9-to-5. The signs are there. You got to pay attention to the signs. I would go to work and come home to work on my business. I would miss out on events sometimes. I will go to certain networking events. If it didn't align with what I wanted to do, such as business entrepreneurship, I wasn't going. However, if it did, such as business conventions, networking events, you can sign me up. I was there. You really have to put yourself You really have to put yourself out there and it will make sense. All the scrolling and I'm screenshotting all these. I have screenshots in my phone from 2014 regarding business. It has been in you the entire time. And my mistake was looking outside of me to fulfill the void that's within me. But the whole time, all I had to do was search within, and the answers were there. Sign number 3 is where you feel unappreciated. You're hitting all the targets. You are going above and beyond on your work. You're even not even you're even applying for positions and you're not getting it. You're trying to get promoted and it's a no. So you start questioning, like, what am I doing? Why am I even putting all this effort into someone else? Now is the time to shift that effort into you, yourself, your own business. Your time and talent deserves a platform where it matters, where they matter, okay? If your job doesn't recognize your value, all that you're putting into, you pay attention to detail, you're going above and beyond, it is time to pivot and shift your focus onto something that you can call your own. Sign number 4 is that you're learning more outside of your job. So maybe you are taking online courses or you're listening to podcasts or you're just trying to figure out how to start a business. This is where your personal growth outpaces your work environment. And this is why I say if you are in a place where it's stunting your growth, you'll begin to resent that exact environment. Sign number 5 is critical. It is your gut telling you that it's time. It's time. It won't leave. Believe me, I've tried to ignore it. I've tried to sweep it under a rug. I've done everything and it kept intensifying. It intensified to the point where I'm like, okay, I prayed and I let it go. And here I am now telling you the exact signs that I have experienced. Again, I'm not here to tell you to quit, but I am giving you these signs that it may be time. So this is sign number 5. You're feeling anxious. You feel anxious when you're at work or when you're getting ready to work, but as soon as you leave or as soon as you're thinking about your business ideas, you get excited. You got all these ideas rummaging your mind like, oh my gosh, let me do this, let me do that. That is a huge sign. It's a scary feeling. It is scary to trust your gut over stability. And I get it. I totally get it. But oftentimes, this is where number 6 slides in. You start imagining what your life could be. This was another big deal for me because when you start to daydream about the freedom, the how much money you can make, the people you get to meet, what you could be doing on a Tuesday morning, and so on, it's like you being your own boss. It's like why not take that leap? Let's see what happens. There's a reason for everything. There's a reason why you are getting these gut feelings. You are so in tune with business. You keep researching and studying. There's a reason why your future self is already there. Your present self is trying to get you aligned with that goal, okay? So when you constantly picture yourself outside of your 9 to 5, you can't help but to take the limits off and say, you know what? Let's see. This is where you start planning, you start searching deep within, like, how am I really going to find my exit plan, or what is the exit plan? Sign number 7 is that you're ready for responsibility. This is exciting. It's challenging, but it is exciting. You're now on a new level, okay? This is where you embrace that accountability. You are no longer on someone else's watch. You're not on anyone else's schedule, clock, nothing. It's you versus you. You're shifting now from employee mindset to CEO entrepreneur mindset. It's not just about quitting, like, oh, I quit a job, everybody. No, it's about embodying now, embracing this accountability of, okay, the success is now in your hands. What habits are in place? The discipline. It's not just about motivation. You have to be at it to do it and do it well every single day, even if you don't feel like it. it's, I'm not going to sugarcoat it, but it is a beautiful journey. It is a beautiful thing to be a part of. And you should congratulate yourself that you've even come this far to even thinking like, yeah, I can do this, because you can. If I can do it, you can definitely do it. There's a reason why all these 7 signs, if you have at least 3 signs that you can say, yes, that's me, you need to look into it. It takes courage, but the freedom, the creativity to be in charge of your own life and your own income is beautiful. So how will we prepare? All right, so now let's talk about preparation. Preparing to quit, to pivot. Again, this is like the 3rd time. I'm not telling you to quit, okay? I'm just sharing advice and tips on how I did it. So if this applies to you, to take your notes. If it doesn't, go ahead and change the channel, okay? But I'm not telling you to quit. That is not my responsibility. Only you know if it's time for you to pivot. So number 1, we're gonna start that side hustle, and we're gonna track it. We're gonna pay attention to how it does, but we have to do that with consistency. We can't talk about the side hustle one time and expect hundreds and thousands of dollars to land in our bank account. So with consistency, we should have the results and to see what works. Number 2 is to track our expenses and savings, okay? This is financial clarity. You'll know exactly what you need and what you don't need. And lastly, definitely not least, is to plan your 3 to 6 months. Ooh, that scared me. In business, you got to set the goals and your expenses, as I mentioned in number 2. If this resonates with you, I created something to make this process extremely simple. The Business Clarity Bundle. Yes, a bundle with 3 whole guides and 1 workbook. So 4 total downloads in 1. That is major. So this bundle has literally everything you need, especially for those that are looking to transition from a 9-to-5 to a business owner. You have plans, worksheets, guides, everything you need to start a business online. Or if you're trying to have a boutique even, it is perfect for you. The description is below, so don't forget to grab it on your way out. But before you leave, listen, leaving your job doesn't mean that you're running away. It just means that you're running towards something bigger than yourself. So trust yourself, plan wisely, and take action. Remember, click the link below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to leave a comment below on what business you want to start. If you are at work and you're ready to go, what thing in this video helped you the most? What resonated with you the most? Until next time.